So hey guys, and welcome to day 2 of the Open Vision Season 2 2020 edition. And I am Dax, and this is day number 2. We are going to be coming in with a single matchup confirmed for today. And this one is going to be Team First Fabulous Fighter versus TB. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are on twitch.tv/DaxPH or youtube.com slash something channel on. You can look at DaxCast. And yeah, so we are going to be live and ready to go into just a bit. In the meantime, though, we are going to have the Korean Chinese squad versus the full Korean squad. And big shout out to both of these teams for allowing this day 2 match 1 broadcast. We weren't really supposed to have a day 2, in all honesty, thanks to the permissions and stuff, but they both relented and allowed this to happen so we can get our top 4 confirmation. So right here, right now, guys, we do already have first 2 seeds actually gonna be into contenders trials, and that is Game Coach Academy and Urban Stars Blue, both in the winners finals right now. In the meantime, though, whoever wins this will also move on to that slot, and alongside the ongoing match that is D81 Fortuna versus Sero, whoever wins that will also be the other seed taking the contenders trials slot. So in the meantime, guys, we are getting people into the lobby, and we will be right back. Just a quick little intro right there, and then stay tuned, share the stream, and thank you guys for tuning on in to the Pacific Scene. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like we are ready to go into this one. This time, gonna be FFF versus TP. And our first map today is going to be on Lijiang Tower. So here you guys, we got to have our maps going on, and we are gonna get straight into the action already. This is the losers bracket round number 4. Winner will go home. A winner rather will go to trials. Loser will go home, and it is gonna be what it is, and it is gonna be time to get into the fun, into the fray, and into the fights. As we move on into Lijiang Tower, it's time for map number 1 out of 5. Let's talk a little bit about history as soon as we get into the game. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Open Division broadcast for today. Here we are live in the OD season number 2. And hope you guys are having a pretty good night so far. So yeah, we're just going to be looking to get straight into the matches, into the game. And it is going to be time to get into this one. So right here, right now, we are gonna have the 2 squads of First Fabulous Fighter versus the side of TP. And as I said before, these 2 sides actually allowing the broadcast to happen. Big shoutouts to them and really allowing this day 2 coverage to come online. Anyway, here comes TP right now. They are gonna be looking to go for the TP on with Symmetric, but they will fall on over to the opposite instead, as First Fabulous Fighter already in position. And looking into the history of these 2 teams, as FFF just wins out the fight so quickly using the Reinhardts. So for First Fabulous Fighter, they actually faced off against TP in their first round in the winner's bracket. What happened there was First Fabulous Fighter won in such a close affair, 3-2. Really went to show how close this matchup can really be. In the meantime, TP has been basically carving a path of destruction in the lower bracket, taking down huge names such as FES Academy, Riptide, Haribo, and even Daks. So they've been so solid all throughout day number 1, and right now they are 1 match away from making it to trials. Really goes to show though that these 2 teams are going to be facing off in such high-paced combat, as First Fabulous Fighter right now getting 3 kills on the board. Here comes the fire though, courtesy of Chobosong, and he's going to be looking to pellet from the sides, get the pressure on, and try to do the damage done. So for Team TP, they are going to be playing that Naked Far, takes the Brig Ana instead for the top up. Still pretty potent since you can go to repair puffs up in the air, and the Ana with really good sniping going to be able to get the heals in time. In the meantime though, here for the side of First Fabulous Fighter, already in position with Hidden on that Symmetra. Here we go with Malcolm and Hachunwa on the signature tank line yet again. And this is another instance of we see Hachunwa as well as Malcolm working together. First Fabulous Fighter now using the teleporter, trying to be cheeky. But here comes the rain, courtesy of Chobosong. And he's going to be able to get 1. That's 2 getting a takedown there. Here comes the Shatter right now. Malcolm making it happen. And First Fabulous Fighter rampaging yet again. Here comes the brawl though. Ayanami wants to go for the fight. Double pin into this one. Kenji though, just looking for the damage, sees the Reinhardt just in the face of Malgum, and that is going to be the takedown there. Mika right now with the sandbar trying to stall for time, and he is going to be able to successfully do so. TP having the jitters at the very start of this day. First Fabulous Fighter is completely in control right now. 86% and counting, looking good so far into this one. And in the meantime, TP gonna be transitioning on over to the left-hand side. Chobosong really wants to make his far pick work, and he's trying to get as much damage from the side angles. Enjoy game though, coming on back. Here comes the Blizzard right now as overtime 6 on the way. Flashbang right now, but that is gonna be a perfectly placed barrier there from Hachunwa. First Fabulous Fighter enjoying that time off the point. Self-destruct right now, tossed on over, and Kenji gonna be able to take care of the I-field, but that's gonna be all she's wrote. Still right there right now, Chobosong onto those sides. Daughters right now looking to come on in with the break, but he's way too far off, and Team TP is unable to get the starts that they want, because First Fabulous Fighter 100-0 in this opening.
Score 1-0.
Strong starts from First Fabulous Fighter. And if you guys haven't been able to watch them before, you can really see how imposing that they can be. They are a mixed Chinese and Korean squad, reminiscent of a little bit of TFR from last season. And they have really been sacrificing a lot of time for the Open Division. I remember talking to one of their players that they had to really move a lot of schedules, online classes and the like, just to get this going, just to have a chance to make it to the trials, and they have really committed themselves into the game, and it was really nice to see such sacrifice in the OD. Anyway though, first Titles fighters, their sacrifices are not in vain already with that first map here on Lijiang Tower, looking to get another one. Good move still courtesy of Spring Day, and Cleo gonna go down. Now that's TP finding the momentum that they need. And it seems like they really just had a little bit of the shake it off vibes, just feeling it, just trying to feel on back, and they are gonna be able to step up on the point. So guys, yes, this is the official, not so official, this is the community broadcast of the Open Division, but it's the only one you got in the Pacific scene. English broadcast right here, right now, to allow everyone and anyone to enjoy their time. But here they come yet again. TP going for the brawl on the Lord Tower, shot it right now from Ayanami, trying to get the damage done. Team TP just getting on with the position. 2 frags on the board already, trying to make it through. 2 gonna go on down yet again, and Team TP with a quick push, making it happen. Solid efforts there from Team TP. They are gonna be able to just impose whatever they want to do in this match. Looks like Gardens is really the stomping grounds right here, right now for Team TP as they get off to a very hot start. Anyway though, here comes the coalescence right now. Never mind, that is just gonna be Nyogel 2 falling on over. Shot them right now. And that is just going to be Malcolm trying to go for a last stand, but in the end, the first Titles fighter unable to get much, because that is still Chobasong really showing on off with that Doofus instead. And right here, right now, we got a supercharger ready for first Titles fighter. Hachinwan looking to get in position for this one. Ryan Orisa yet again trying to go for the brawl as much as possible. And remember guys, we do have our standards delay and all the like. Thank you for all tuning on in as first Titles fighter going over to the north hand side right here, right now though. Looking to still stay as safe as possible. Oh, they are gonna skate the rooftop, but that is way too risky against the Doofus. Pretty smart there from first Titles fighter, but the IQ is just gonna blow up in their face because TP is on it. They have the Lucio, they have the Doofus, and in the end, they will be able to defend yet again. Quick little reset right here, right now for first Titles fighter, and TP wants to go for the push. Look at that, Chobasong out in front. 90% and counting. Still, Hachinwan trying to make it through, will get pooped around, and looks like first Titles fighter gonna run out of fashion into this one. And oh my god, that is Malcolm getting pooped around yet again. Sound barrier right now from Miko. They're trying their best to try and get back to the point. Enjoy game though, doing as much damage as possible. Cleo unable to get anything out of that blizzard. Here comes Miko right now onto the side. And Enjoy game with another KO there. There we go with the half right now, hitting over to the Sombra. But Team TP, they have taken the wheel away from the opponents, and now they are just in complete cruise control right now. Looking so solid into this one. A far cry from Night Markets. First Fabulous Fighter versus TP actually going to be an exciting matchup, and this is what we expect from a results earlier on to the first round rematch right here, right now. These two teams have basically replays of each other. These two teams have been able to study each other in so many instances in the first place, and right here, right now, it's time to get into the brawl yet again. Team TP playing that Ryan with the Diva compared to the Ryan Orisa of First Fabulous Fighter. Two different distinct tank combinations. One for the brawl, one for the utility. But we'll see who's going to be able to take it here on Control Center. The teleport is all about, and into the Reaper we go. Very standard composition for Team FFF, but they are going to play the Lucio Batiste instead. So it might actually allow the Orisa to be the DPS with the Supercharger as well as that Amp Matrix. We'll see though how the Orisa is going to get things done as Ayanami may be able to get that kill. Seems like with the Doofus and the Brig on board, Team TP able to outmaneuver. It's not about the holds and the hammer connection. Apparently the shield bash there from Doris just so potent at getting the CC on, and Team TP right now in control yet again. Seems like they are on the slow foot, but they are going to be able to get the initial capture. Brawl though happening since it's a 5v6 because Chobasong is busy on the objective. And right here, right now, first Fabulous Fighter pushing on through to the corner. 3 frags on the board already tearing apart. Kenji gonna get that takedown there. Here they come on the Spring Day as well. It looks like it's gonna be a Summerfall here and now as first Fabulous Fighter moves to the point to get the pin onto the Baby Diva. And really, that 6v5 advantage looking so solid so far. Onto the left-hand side we go, and first Fabulous Fighter right here, right now, going for the choke, but seized right here, right now as well for Lijiang 2, and he's gonna be looking to use that IQ, be as smart as possible. 2 frags on the board already, trying to get the push on. They do so. In behind though, here comes Chobusong. He's trying to get the flag, but here there's a charge, and he is gonna be a little flexing from Malgam. I got the pin, man. I can get the kill onto you. And it's just a good way to get the catch on. Anyway, right here, right now, we got the Blizzard available for first Fabulous Fighter. They're looking for the push, and the mixed Chinese-Korean squad looking to go for the chokehold. Still though, the rally gonna be so pesky, and it's gonna be time for that Blizzard. All about damage here now for first Fabulous Fighter. Trying to get the KOs. 3 frags on the board already. Kenji trying to get on away. And this is going to be a present for me right here, right now, as Team TP. Oh no, that is just gonna Reaper getting clocked down. Malcolm again with those takedowns. And the Reinhardt with the Eraser really still potent on the inside. Now, will the side of TP go for any swaps? That's gonna be the real question here. The Doofus of Chobusong unable to get the catch on with the punch, but he's able to get on away with the uppercut in time. Anyway though, here they come, moving on back to the objective. Supercharger already set on up. There we go with the I feel as well. Sound barriers are popped, and here comes Death Blossom looking to let it rip. Kenji Spring Day on the board first and foremost. Onto the left hand side they go, getting KOs left, right, and center, and that is gonna be the Reinhardt getting taken down yet again. Oh no, Miko as well as Noliu 20 both going down at the tail end. First Fabulous Fighter just running out of room to work in as they got pushed all the way to that point and tried to go for the brawl to no success. It's really interesting, the dynamic of first Fabulous Fighter. They played the Reinhardt Risa, which allows them to be better at the brawl with the Reinhardt, but the Brigitte, a big game changer on the side of TP. So both sides having really that close quarter combats. Reapers are all about as well. Doofus Reaper versus me Reaper. Really different philosophies right here, right now from these two teams. But it seems like TP still holding, albeit barely. And trying to get the KO right here, right now onto the Reinhardt. I'm gonna go on down there mid, and in the meantime, going for the shots. But Kenji with the Buddy Blaster gonna be able to get the KO there in behind right now. This is the Diva fighting for her life, but it's Miko getting the KO instead. Onto the point we go, and there we have the Fire Strike as well. It's time for the rally right here, right now, and Team TP, they went for the Shadow, counter Shadow though, right here, right now from Malgam, and the Sound Barrier into play, counter Sound Barrier as well with the Death Blossom, and beautiful combinations here from both sides, but it's now time for Hidden and his show. He goes for the Ballet Recital, twirls around like a Beyblade, gonna be able to get the KO there onto Kenji, with a little help from Cleo, of course. And last ditch effort, last fight here and now for TP. They go over to the McCree. Will this work out in a situation like this? No more ultimates right here, right now. And someone is gonna need to touch. Will Ayanami decide, hey, I have to go for the charge, and decide to just sacrifice his life for the greater good? He's getting some repair packs, but in behind, it's Chobusong coming on in. The Doofus comes over there. Here comes the Amp Mage, still courtesy of 2. And he's gonna be going for shots as much as possible. Kenji right now in his face. I feel set on up yet again. Beautiful meteor strike there, courtesy of Chobusong. But he's only gonna get rid of the Immortality Field. And that's all about the brawl right here, right now. Keep an eye on the Malgam. He has the Shatter, and he's gonna go for the finishing blow. Kenji gonna go down. First Fabulous Fighter again with the magnetism. And the first fight, the first brawl of this match goes over the team First Fabulous Fighter. Play of the game on to Spring Day. And we'll see what this one's all about. Play of the game always going to a support nowadays. It is what it is, and a pretty close affair, but in the end only one can win on control, and that is a 2-1 victory and first taper of First Fabulous Fighter. So welcome guys, and yes, this is our Open Division broadcast. Thank you guys for tuning on in, and that was game number 1. We'll see though, this is gonna be a 5-map affair. That's gonna be the real question. But our results so far, First Fabulous Fighter is taking that first one 2-1. Next map gonna be of the hybrid map type. Usually we see it's King's Row, but we'll see though if it's gonna be anyhow different as TP picks up the map. Seems like though the battle philosophies going in favor of FFF with the Ryan Orisa able to outmaneuver the Brigitte. Of course, such a big deal though for TP, and it's really interesting to see how these two ideologies clash as much as possible. The Doofus though looking a little awkward every single time that Chobusong didn't get the connection with his abilities. And we are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube as well. So you guys, there are There are no bans right now in the playoffs. Oh yeah, we've gotta quickly change that title real quick. But in the meantime, we do have a few commands for you guys to use in the phrase. On the playoff side, we just have no more hero bans. It really depends when it happens in the first place. It's really, really important to note that in the open division, it's similar to Overwatch League actually, because in the OD, it's when the going gets tough and when it is at the last moments. That's when basically all the hero bans are gone. And this is Paris Fabulous Fighter versus the side of TP. And this is the Overwatch Open Division Season 2 Broad Playoffs broadcast. And we also have some commands for guys to use: the alerts, delay. We also have matches, hero bans, and brackets for you all to use into this one. So yes, our next map is confirmed already, and it is going to be King's Row. All about those scrims, all about brawling right here, right now, and not a surprising map pick whatsoever, since they showed how much they like to fight against one another in the CQC nature, especially in Control Center. Well, King's Row is the perfect place to do so. Seems like though we are gonna get a little bit of a swap. First Fabulous Fighter gonna be going on the attack this time, and it's TP on the defensive end instead. Seems like though for our Blue Korean squad, hey, they never really wanted to get broadcasted in the first place, but they relented, and they actually have been showing on up again through the bracket, as we said before, tearing apart some really, really big favorites, including Haribo as well as Daks. Those two teams, like Haribo was number 2 seed actually, and everyone really had them to move on in to the playoffs, into the trials system. But in the meantime, also taking down Daks, which was a former trials team, former NNTK. Big names taken by TP. Can they take FFF? As we are moving on in King's Row, it's time to get into the map. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm your host, I'm your caster, I'm your broadcaster, I'm your productions, Daks. Gonna be coming on, and you are tuning on in either one of the two streams. If you want sports, of course, you can hit whatever it is that allows you to follow for notifications. So we are live on different platforms, of course, advertised on the Blizzard, on the YouTube, and if you guys do want to have a Twitch experience as well, I provide that, so you can pick and max which one you want to do. I made time though here for the side of TP, looking to defend with the Brigitte yet again, and in the meantime, we're gonna be looking to get into the brawl for this one. Got Spring Day right now, playing that Lucio yet again versus Miko. Has been a pretty big matchup in terms of getting those sound barriers. It really is just all about using the support ultimates to bring your games back into the fold, bring your battles back into your favor. And that's what you can see in the Pacific OD season, and honestly by extension the Korean scene. There are many times where there are Lucios who sound barrier for 1 or 2 just to stall, just to get progress on control, just to keep the point back in their favor, because Korean squads are very good at waiting on for the retake, or just finding the timings, finding the opportunities in terms of battles, in terms of percentage, and it really goes to show how disciplined they can be. But right now, First Fabulous Fighter just running over TP. Kenji gonna get caught by the hotel area. The Diva gonna be in a bad spot, and that is really a takedown there. Hit in the meantime with the frag on board. And First Fabulous Fighter, 2 ticks already taken. Looking for a third right here, right now. They will be able to do so. And that is gonna be that capture very quickly done. Seems like third side of TP overrun. You're gonna be looking for a little bit of toilet paper right here, right now to cry those tears, but never mind. You're gonna be able to just get rid of them with a quick win on the fight on back. Team TP deciding, hey, we need to play the aggressive side. We need to be able to impose our will and fight for our lives into the front line. Right here, right now, though, got Enjoy Game going for the shot. Store is still staying on the Brig. It really is another similar composition right here, right now, for both sides. The only difference right now is the Brig Lucio versus the Lucio Ana. So, more CC, more crowd control, more stun abilities here now for TP. In the meantime, for First Fabulous Fighter, it's all about that sustain. And the Nana was such a big game changer. Here comes Malcolm right now. Nana boosted on up, but Enjoy Game priming that Deadeye, hitting gonna do the same. Looks like though the Red Dupree a little quicker on the trigger finger, and Enjoy Game biding his time. Blizzard though gonna get eaten up by Kenji, and this is gonna be a turnabout right now for Team TP. They have the Zone of Frost. They are gonna have the Ice Age in their favor. Shattered though right here, right now on to Chobasong, and just look at that. And that's that Amalgam getting so much damage. Chobasong trying to get things to work, and he is able to do so with the Blizzard. First Fabulous Fighter in the meantime, just unable to get much done with that chapter, and it really goes to show the strength of Chobasong right now in this chokehold. He's able to get the proper Blizzard in behind Kenji right now with a self-destruct, and it takes care of Miko along the way. Ayanami right now pushing on forward. The Reinhardt saying, hey, we want to take the first point back even though we're on the defense. And Team TP pretty much spawn camping right now, but that's Big Nate right now from 2. He's gonna be able to get the toss on over. Ayanami right now with the Shatter Sound Barriers all about, going for the pin, and that is poor Amalgam getting his spine broken yet again. Here comes Hachin right now, and the brawl coming on back to this first point. What a choke right now from Team TP, but they will have to hang on back because Hidden really hiding in plain sight, and McCree going in behind yet again. Right now, those shots now keeping on coming, and in the meantime, Team TP brawling on the side. They're looking to find opportunities yet again, using the flanks, using these different pathways on King's Row to a good degree. Ayanami even using that third-person perspective to actually see things out, but he will get punished handily by Amalgam. 4 frags on the board already here right now for first Fabulous Fighter. Blizzard no courtesy of Chobasong, but it just isn't gonna fly. Big mistake there for Ayanami. He gets caught out, and first Fabulous Fighter gonna be able to take that victory on the Clash. Check that one out. Everyone to the floor. Blizzard trying to survive, but it just isn't gonna happen. Spring Day, the only one getting a kill there. In the meantime though, first Fabulous Fighter already looking to go for a second point choke. Here comes the Deadeye though from Enjoy Game, and the Blizzard gonna come online ready from Cleo. Ayanami gonna get frozen on up. Good momentum here for first Fabulous Fighter, and they were working with it. Frags on the board yet again. Kenji trying to come on through, will get taken down. Doris in behind, and here comes Spring Day hopping on yet again. He's like a little fish in a pond, and the tadpole gonna get swiped on over yet again. First Fabulous Fighter winning on that. 3:42 on the clock, looking good for a third point push. Anyway though, for first Fabulous Fighter, they are trying to make it through, and they are trying to get on over to the other side. FFF looking for the pincer, looking for the pokes, and in the meantime, here comes Ayanami pushing on forward. Fire Strike gonna get tossed on over. Team TP yet again with a few hammer swings, and in the meantime, onto the corner we go. Icicles are abound right here, right now. Self-destruct is available here for first Fabulous Fighter. Looking for the push, tossing it over to the other side. Ice Wall right here, right now, cracking down the barriers. It's the sound barrier from Spring Day as well. They're looking for an opportunity to get the push on, but Hidden is able to get the zone with a Deadeye. You don't need to get kills with the McCree ultimate. You're just forcing your opponent to stop in their tracks. Self-destruct now in the middle. Barrier gonna get broken. Can Amalgam survive? That's gonna be the real question here. First Fabulous Fighter going for a few hammers. Makes beautiful move from Miko. Catches down Spring Day. It's time to go for the brawl onto the corner yet again. Shattered right now from Ayanami. He's gonna get frozen on up instead. Again, just the air conditioning way too cold for the side of TP, and someone's gonna need to shut that one down before it runs away. Speaking of run away though, first Fabulous Fighter is running away with it. They are looking to get on through to the end of the map. Anyway though, hammer swings are abound, and here comes the Deadeye. Enjoy Game, look how quick the McCree was walking. Seems like he's a smooth criminal there, but unfortunately, the sleep dart's gonna connect. Shattered right now from Amalgam. Looking for the KO. Self-destruct getting test on over again. 1-for-1 trade right here, right now. Hidden. Gonna get locked on away. And the speed yet again on that McCree. Really is just some style points there from the two Lucios and the Cowboy Bebops. Hidden right now though. Gonna get frozen on up. Spring Day gonna get that takedown. Here comes Team TP right now, defending with spawn advantage. And it's Enjoy Game fragging on at. That's a McCree getting kill after kill after kill. Onto the right hand side we go. Deadeye is available now. And 3 HP in the dream here for the McCrees to survive. Anyway though, Team TP gonna be looking for this push. We do have a sound barrier ready to go for Spring Day. Enjoy Game in the meantime. Deadeye is available. And TP moving over to the right-hand side. They are potentially going to go for a flank here with the Kree. Gonna be a good way to get the flashbang on. Goodbye, Miko. Too late for the DM. Hachiwan needs to be a little on point with that one. But perfect flag right here, right now from Enjoy Game. He will get punished. No, Sound Barrier actually to keep him alive. And wow, Team TP gonna be committing their barrier just to sustain that Kree. 52 seconds left. They might need it into the next fight, so we'll see if that was a mistake or not. As Spring Day really want to save his teammate. Gonna be interesting right now because TP does have that Deadeye and the Blizzard with the remake online. They are gonna be looking to hold the choke in the front lines. It has a huge pickoff. Chompasong taking care of Cleo. We're really gonna make sure this Bay is not gonna get any progress for that Blizzard. And now with the V6, it's Team TP going for the advantage. It's time for them to try and go for the choke. It's time for them to try and go for that spawn camp. But Ananicus right now online, courtesy of 2. Gonna allow First Fabulous Fighter to break through the chokehold and push on forward. Ayanami staying way too long. Will get taken down there. Hachiman in the meantime taking the front line. And Cleo gonna give his opposition a taste of his own medicine. And it's time for overtime as it's First Fabulous Fighter going for the push on over to the last point. TP onto the right hand side. No one's gonna touch. No, Kenji gonna be able to get on over. Self-destruct though onto the right hand side. Everyone able to dodge. And a shatter, not really connecting whatsoever. Counter self-destruct though. And it's time for the stun. First frag going on over for Team TP. Chupasong bringing back the Doofus, but Hidden able to get 2 with the Deadeye. 3 frags on the board right here, right now for First Fabulous Fighter. And the Divas flying on around the Spring. They get the boop on over. Seems like it's not the case. The Lucia trying to survive, but Hidden is popping up and popping heads. So Kenji gonna go on down. And that is First Fabulous Fighter finishing up the round with a team kill with a full cap. No time in the bank. But hey, a full cap is a full cap, and that's a 3-0 right here, right now in our match.
Initiating match.
Sides now gonna get swapped on over, and Team TP on the attack instead. In the meantime though, our top 4 slots are still up for grabs. Our first 2 already taken by Game Coach Academy, as well as the former NNTK squad, the Urban Stars Blue team. It was actually such a hard-fought affair for FFF and Urban Stars Blue up in the upper brackets. They were able to eke it out barely against First Fabulous Fighter 3-2. And we have been broadcasting First Fabulous Fighter for quite a while, and they have shown a lot of promise. They were one of the first Korean teams, honestly, to allow a broadcast, and they have had really tough matches overall in their upper brackets. So their history going on over, they fought against TP in the first round 3-2. And then they took down Savior Esports 3-1. And then Urban Stars Blue was the only thing that stopped them in their quest for the trial slot. So really, both these two teams have had such a tough journey and such a big thing to prove. We'll see though what's gonna be happening here. And now for First Fabulous Fighter and TP, who's gonna have the destiny on moving on over to trials. Gonna be very interesting right here, right now. See who's gonna be that one taking one of those slots. At the same time though, we have Zero and Fortuna actually brawling for the last slot, so that is going to be confirming our top 4 by the end of this match. But you know what is going to be ending this clash? First Fabulous Fighter is to decide we can find the fight by the statue, and we can just get the KOs anywhere and everywhere along the map. In the meantime though, First Fabulous Fighter, the Diva, we go on that top of that statue. Some really good sightlines overall. And in the meantime, we're to the push right now from Team TP. Moving on over to the other side of the hotel, transitioning on in. Miko will be able to get that first frag. It seems like Team TP is struggling to find their footing to move to the points. A bio grenade tossed onto the Reinhardt, really giving Ayanami such a big struggle. And in the meantime, inside, well, the Reinhardt is just having a heyday with Doris. The Ana just gonna get trifled with and literally stomped onto the hotel corner. Anyway though, Enjoy Game actually gonna get caught. And the McCree trying to survive and will get taken down there and then. Right clicks though are abound. Cleo right now ready with that Blizzard. And First Fabulous Fighter looking around the map, making sure that they are gonna have all angles of attack taken care of. But Enjoy Game still wants to go for the fights, and he is going to be looking to transition over to the high ground. Team TP have been done with the date in the cinema, and the Cantor will kick them out to allow them to transition from the high ground instead. Looking like they were going to go for a bait and switch to go on over to the right hand side, but a good reaction here from First Fabulous Fighter to throw over that Blizzard instead. Hey, for First Fabulous Fighter, they are just looking to use their ultimates in different degrees. But at the same time, Team TP is happy when First Fabulous Fighter is going to be backing on out in that economy. Because now, that is the Blizzard, that is the Shatter, and the Self-Destruct all used up. First Fabulous Fighter though, really trying to play this as smart as possible. They still have the Deadeye, the Nanic Boost, and the Sand Barrier to boot. Really is all about investments and all about what they got. Here comes Team TP right here, right now. Pushing on forward, and then now the Deadeye. And the Blizzard gonna get tossed onto the floor yet again. Ice Wall set on up Ayanami, ready to go for the Shatter. And that's a huge one into behind. The Ana and the Mei both getting stunned on up. And that's gonna be a frag, courtesy of Chobusong. Right clicks Araban, Ayanami right there, gonna put up that shield. And the first stick taken right here, right now. Onto the high ground. We are gonna see Hachinwa. He's transitioning over to the right hand side. In the meantime, Ayanami going for a few hammer swings there, and then... And in this instance, looks like TP so close to getting that capture. Hitting the with the punch, the Doomfist out of nowhere getting KO. And First Fabulous Fighter, an absolute quick retake there, giving up 2 ticks just to make sure that they are in formation. Very, very close right here, right now for First Fabulous Fighter. But it seems like they are going to be breaking no sweats whatsoever. Kenji and Ayanami deciding, hey, it's time to go for the dive instead. And cause some chaos in the backline. Quick approach here from Chobusong. He punches on through from the hotel. Blizzard right now for the zone. And Ayanami is going to take it down. Beautiful brew from Spring Day. And that is just the small little amount of time that TP needed to get that point. First Fabulous Fighter unable to get the touch in time. And that is just an absolute MVP play there from Spring Day. 2:40 on the clock. Team TP not gonna have much time, but First Fabulous Fighter not as imposing, not as reckless, honestly, as you'd say, as Team TP was on that second point. They allow the payload to be pushed all the way to the bar. It's going to be more of your standard fanfare here in King's Row. And Anandabus right now, really allotting it to Chobusong. He gets the first frag onto 2. That is Ghana getting taken down there. Hidden right now, trying to get on away. In the meantime, here comes the Shatter right here, right now. First Fabulous Fighter trying to block that one off. They already got the frags that they need onto both Kenji as well as the Doomfist. Team TP will be able to get a little more progress after all of this, but they will have to hang on back. No way to finish up the map whatsoever. No way to finish up this section, this segment in the streets of King's Row. But hey, for Team TP, at least they're able to clear the corner. Interesting for a First Fabulous Fighter, they are playing this so passively right now. It seems like that they just want to react to any kind of aggressive assault from the side of Team TP. And they will lose one already. Hidden gonna go down. Deadeye right now though will get cancelled by a beautiful sleep darts. And it just might be Malcolm looking to go for the pin, but he's gonna get pooped on away by Spring Day. Really good sound waves here from Spring Day. The Lucia has been finding opportunities to boot the Reinhardts all the way to the other side. But hey, the pin finally comes. It was a long time coming. And Joy Game gonna get taken down there by the Ice Waltz boots. And right here, right now, in behind, it's time to see some swaps for TP. Spring Day moving over to the Brig. Enjoy Game in the meantime onto the Reaper. It's time for Team TP to get that push on. Kenji in the meantime. DM is online. Fire Strike. Gonna get the chomp on. And Ayanami has the Shatter available. Team TP looking to go for the push. Here comes the Blizzard available for Cleo. He's gonna toss it down. Snowball gonna get a Frost of Circles. And it's gonna be a Ring of Frost right here, right now, courtesy of the red hand side. But again, a pick off courtesy of Chobusong as well. Never mind though, 2 frags on the board. Here comes the Shatter right here, right now. Ayanami trying to get something done, but it just isn't gonna happen. Good blocking plays, courtesy of Malcolm. Hachunwa right now, looking to just bully the Reaper. And that is just going to be another fight in favor of First Fabulous Fighter. It seems like they have woken up to such a strong degree. TP looking to fight for their lives right here, right now. They want to get this second point. They want to take this map, so they are going to be in such a precarious state. and they are going to be wanting to use this Doomfist to get a pick-off out of nowhere. But a lot of ultimates right here right now for the red hand side in terms of ult economy. You could say that this game is set and done, but TP gonna try their luck, and they will be meeting the blunt edge of the hammer as the shatter courtesy of Malgium gonna get pretty much 1 KO already, hit with the Deadeye as well. First Fabulous Fighter in complete control of the payload, and that is gonna be game taken by FFF.
Victory.
Second game one and done by first Fabulous Fighter, and King's Row gonna go in their favor. Another one bites the dust, and a play of the game here for our Reinhardts. FFF though with a pretty solid victory. They're able to win it out 3-1 here on the hybrid map side. And hey, King's Row, you know, only one can get crowned. And right now it seems like FFF is the one into next succession. Seems like though we are gonna get a swap for Team TP. We'll see how that one is gonna go. And we are moving on over to map number 3. So yeah, it's gonna be Toka in for Team TP instead, and Watchpoint Gibraltar will be our map number 3. In the meantime though, we are just gonna get confirmation out of that from our two teams. And in Gibraltar, it has been a map that many of these Korean squads enjoy playing. It also is a map that many of the teams coming in from contenders and trials, it really is just basically one of those historical, one of those nostalgia maps that many teams know how to play, that are on the older edge actually. And it's funny because sometimes when you have a newer team, they actually don't know how to play Gibraltar, so you can see sometimes that difference in the first place. Maybe TP is banking on that and looking to find their footing on this map, but this is their only chance now, because look at those results. 2-1 for Lijiang Tower, 3-1 for King's Row. One last chance for Team TP to get things done. But hey, we are going to get some sides swapped on over. And it is going to be first Fabulous Fighter playing the defensive end instead. TP going to be on the attack. And it's going to be very interesting because first Fabulous Fighter swapping sides yet again. It might show that they aren't really too confident on their attack, and they want to be able to set up a line, set up a barrier of where they actually have to stop on this map. So we'll see if First Fabulous Fighter can get things done. Maybe in the previous matchup, this was really the map that they lost on at in the first place, that allowed TP to come on back. And maybe this is going to be a similar flow from their first match. Unfortunately, though, we don't have history that, we don't have the broadcast of that at all. But hey, First Fabulous Fighter versus TP, this is their second dance, and it seems like for FFF that they are really learning from what they have in the first place. Thanks for the greetings, my man, in the chat over there. And we are just waiting for the game to start on over. So I'm going to quickly check out if there are any results right now on the other side of the bracket as we are waiting for map number 3 to actually start. Seems like Fortuna and Sarah are still playing on, and by this time they should be on around map 2 or 3. So score line right now, it's all tied up for Fortuna and Sarah, 1-1 apiece. In the meantime though, looks like it's finally time to get into map number 3. We are going to be getting into the game. On to the blue hand side, we have Team TP. We have, no, it's rather First Fabulous Fighter on the blue hand side, and on the red, it's Team TP. Gonna be on the attack side first, gonna be looking to set a bar and looking to try and go for a reverse sweep. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and this is gonna be map number 3 out of 5. If First Fabulous Fighter takes it, we are done with this match. If not though, we are going to be in for a long haul because Team TP looking for a comeback, looking for a return to form, and looking to try and get things to go on. Meantime though, seems like this might be a Bastion, and they're like, hit it, come on bro. This is the match we need to win. And Cleo's like, no, I'm gonna do the same. They're gonna do the same. Seems like First Fabulous Fighter, they're having a lot of fun right now. And they're really very confident. They are up 2-0. They're looking pretty new. They're looking pretty good right now.
I never thought I'd see this.
And it is going to be the Brig and the Ana here for FFF. So, they are playing that Ryan Diva, which is basically means that they are going to be looking for the brawl onto the low ground. Not going to have too much staying power onto the high ground because that payload will of course get pushed underneath them. So as soon as the objective is in position, we are going to expect Malgum to drop on down. Hachiwando, of course, very, very flexible on the Diva. Going to be looking to protect the McCree. And maybe that's what the Brig is for. Only going to be the Reinhardt dropping on down with the Ana and the Ming. The McCree going to get peeled on over by the Brig and the Diva. Going to be very interesting what dynamic FFF is going to go on. But in the meantime, TP will be playing that Ryan Diva as well. Doofus though and the Kree right here, right now. Really going to show what the expertise here for TP is. Chobusong, very comfortable on the Doofus. Cleo, comfortable on the Mei. And seems like the comfort right now for Team TP is Watchpoint Gibraltar. Because that is 2 frags on the board, very, very quickly done. It's a very different exchange of form here for Team TP. Toka getting frags on the board as well. And that is a McCree swap in to play. Team TP, 1 minute in, gets 1 point. Way too quickly done here by Team TP, and their substitution helping them out very, very well. And in the behind, into the meantime, it's gonna be him getting the KO. 1-for-1 trade right here, right now. 2-for-2 actually. Frags on the bound for the offense. They're looking pretty potent so far. Team TP though, we are gonna see the transition right now as the build gets pushed, and this is really the problem of the Gibraltar. When you are getting choked out of the hangar on the defensive end, it's just so difficult to come back to form onto that first half. And Team TP can take it one step further. They can look to punish, they can look to get frags on board, and all the way push them to those doorways. Anyway though, Malcolm right now, staying on this high ground. Hancho in the meantime, gonna be looking to go for the push as well. And Cleo with a beautiful ice wall. This might be a turnabout right here, right now. Deadeye gonna get primed. Toka though, staying on the side. And this is gonna be an interesting corridor fight between our 2 squads. But Doris is gonna have the flag of her fathers. That is Team TP, just getting the brawl on. And again, another victory here for the red hand side. We don't see a clash there too often, but it seems like it's gonna be absolutely barbaric from both ends. Second point now taken by Team TP. An absolute steamroll. Completely different notes right here, right now. And TP is feeling very confident on this map. Anyway though, here comes the shatter. Selfstroke gonna be on the floor. Kenji gonna go on back into that one. Hit in the meantime, 2 frags on the board. Leo though does have the Blizzard available, and first Battle Spider looking for the chokehold yet again. Seems like though, first Battle Fighter, they are gonna need to rely on the Blizzard or that Self-Struck to get something done in the first place. Anyway though, right clicks are banned. Cleo right now looking for a target of opportunity. Here comes the Self-Struck though in behind, and that is gonna be the Diva getting a frag on back. Tsuka with the takedown. In the meantime though, here comes Malgum yet again, and Doris gonna get taken down there. Camera swings are bound. Kenji gonna fall on over. First Battle Fighter finally finding the time to realize who they are, finding the time on their time bank. And well, for FFF, they are gonna look for the drain. It's finally time to clog that sink and let it just flow on over. Anyway, here for first Battle Fighter, they are good looking at those doorways, opportunities right here, right now. Here comes the Bradley though, and Ayanami to be able to get that takedown there. Shatter connecting onto Miko, far strike to get the KO in the end. But unfortunately, it's Chobusong getting taken down along the way. Toka right now with a tag onto one. Deadeye is available, and it's going to be the Peacekeeper trying to get the damage done. Hit in the meantime all the way in behind, and the Kree backing on now. It's first Battle Fighters. Shots are abound already. Hidden looking for the barrier there, trying to get the break. But for FFF, they are going to be looking for a pause real quick. Seems like there is a few issues here for first Battle Fighter right now, so we'll be okay. Never mind, they are ready to go. So a little bit of small technical issues there hampering the experience for FFF, but seems like we are going to be back immediately into the action. Anyway though, in behind, first Battle Fighter gonna be looking to use that high ground, utilize Hidden and his positioning, because they also know that Toko might do the same. Now they see the McCree first, and Kenji gonna fly on up just to bully the cowboy down. Hidden can't really stay there for too long with the D.Va in position in the first place. And here comes the Deda right now. Toka trying to find the opportunities on the left-hand side. Soundfire pop. Hidden trying to go for it to do the same, but he is going to get taken down by the Doofus. 2 frags on the board actually here for Team TP. Soundtrunk going to get one back. But the payload already so close. And it's looking like to be the Choba Song show. As in this instance, it's time for the brawl yet again. Malcolm right now looking to survive. Ayanami in the meantime gonna try to get that shatter on. And here comes the pin, but he's unable to get anyone. The shield bash to get the shutdown. Team TP has to retreat, has to back on that. Because it seems like there's not gonna be any success whatsoever. Hachinwa though, anticipating where Kenji's gonna go. Looking to get a little more progress along the way. In the meantime, right here, right now, first Fabulous Fighter gonna be looking to get this push on again with the reverse Reinhardt angle. First Fabulous Fighter turns around 180. Gonna be able to get that one down. Shatter absolutely huge there from Malgum. And seems like he's showing Ayanami how it's done. Far cry from what Ayanami did on King's Row. Beautiful style points there from Malgum as well. And another successful defense here for first Fabulous Fighter. The Shatter making such a big difference. Really finding the side angle, and that is all she wrote for that clash. In the meantime though, Blizzard's still available here for Cleo. It's very interesting. Got a name of a Egyptian pharaoh, but you are going to be bringing in the Frost instead. Really is a different climate right here, right now in the Pacific scene. As here comes the Blizzard though. It seems like there's gonna be a Frost on over to 1, make that 2, make that even 3. It's Hidden. It's just getting these frags on the board. Sees Spring Day right now. That is gonna be the Lucio easily taken down in that instance. The first Fabulous Fighter again stopping TP in their tracks. Spawn advantage, such a big deal here for Team FFF. They have just been able to come on back pretty handily on these corners, on the straightaway. And honestly, for Team TP, it's a big sad moment for them. They have already used 3.5 minutes of their time back just to try and get this push on. Here we go though with the mate lifting the McCree on up. First Fabulous Fighter trying to play it cheeky, but TP already knowing what's about to happen. Toka though, priming that Deadeye. Kenji gonna be able to get one. And Team TP getting the push on. Cleo in the meantime trying to get on away. First Fabulous Fighter going for the ball yet again. Ayanami though pushed on onto the other side. Here comes the Shatter, and the Sound Barrier actually gonna get tangled there. Perfect timing, courtesy of Malgum, but still Team TP doesn't need it apparently. They get 2 frags on the board. Doofus right here right now for Hidden. He's unable to get anything done because Ayanami will get the pin instead. Self-destruct though, so close to the corner. Seems like a potential boop is there, but the D.Va gonna get D-Mech instead. Rally right here right now from Nico, and it's gonna be first Fabulous Fighter trying to fight for the lives for this payload, but it's still TP's to take, and they get the push with 41 seconds to spare.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Side's gonna get swapped on over. And first Fabulous Fighter right here, right now, gonna be looking to do a similar attack. Another round bites at us, and finally Team TP finding the form that they need. They're able to get the push all the way to the end, and their first 2 points absolutely magnum. It's just way too strong. But then first Fabulous Fighter able to turn things around with some really good plays. Reinhardt Chapter actually. I think we got a replay of that one. Let's check that one out real quick. So yeah, keep an eye out on to Malcolm, that blue Reinhardt. He's like, I know when they're coming. Turns around, gets a stun onto a bulk of Team TP. And hey, it worked out really well for them. First Fabulous Fighter getting the win into that one. But now they are going to be looking to go for the attack, trying to figure out what kind of composition they're going to run. Will this be a dive composition as we've seen in previous matches here in the Open Division? Whether you guys are tuning on in from Korea, from the Pacific scene, or from abroad, thank you guys for giving this one a chance and checking out the D3 scene in the Pacific area. Anyway though, first Fabulous Fighter right now going for the brawl, but speaking of the brawl, TP dropping on down to immediately impose their will and just body the opposition. 1-for-1 trade right here, right now. Onto this point, but we go. Ayanami taking points. And Red Reinhardt really going for the hammer swings into this one. Doris in the meantime already halfway to the rally. And Toka 70% onto the Deadeye. Big opportunities here made by Team TP, but Cleo doing it one for themselves. The first for FFF, they're trying to find a way to get a pick off. Just doesn't happen. Onto the high ground already. Hachinwa trying to get in position. But as we said, Toka so close now to the Deadeye. Will get it. 47 seconds. That's all the McCree needs to get the ultimate ready. And Cleo in the meantime trying to back on out. Ice block right now to try and survive, forcing the shield to be up, slowing down the approach here from FFF. And Miko gonna get caught in the sidelines. First frag already. It feels like here for FFF, they know that this fight is over and they are just looking to get the push on. But hey, if they get some stragglers, if they get some kills, they might be able to get some progress on their ultimates. Seismic Slam, getting the damage done yet again. Team TP really showing their form on the first point of Gibraltar. I feel like here for Team TP, as long as they are able to keep the opposition on the first or the second points, they are going to be having an easier time compared to the third. But another caveat though of being on the third point, they will have spawn advantage instead. So honestly, a lot of cards that Team TP can play into this map. We'll see if they can actually get things done as the rally right now into the shield bash. Doris gets in the face of Hidden. It gets the stun on. 1-for-1 trade so far. Team TP right now going for the brawl. And here comes the Meteor Strike. Gets the slam on down. Shattered though, courtesy of Malgum in behind. Self-destruct gonna be there. And that is gonna be a big boom from Hachinwa. Sapphire though from Miko. And FFF trying to get the push on, trying to get on through to the other side. Counter Sapphire though from Spring Day. And in this instance, it's Malgum onto that payload, going for the pin already. Spring Day and Ayanami getting one back, and Team TP in complete control of the fight yet again. Perfect retake, speed boosting from the hangar. And Team TP, another one in their name. Anyway though, we have 6 teams left in the running, and whoever takes this one gonna take one of the 2 remaining slots to trials. In the upper bracket, we already have Game Coach Academy as well as the blue squad of Urban Stars waiting on. They will be having their match, and honestly, after all of that, that is pretty much all she wrote and all that's important in the OT. Everything else after the top 4 is for bragging rights, and hey, we'll see how that one is gonna unfold. Hopefully though, we might get permissions, but this is our only this is gonna be our only match that we can confirm along the way. Kenji actually gonna get forced on out of the mech and using the self-destruct to go for the remake. It seems like it really is a ideology here for many of these Korean squads. If you get D-mechs and you have your self-destruct, just use it. Screw it. The DM is more important than the bomb, and Team TP showing that they are not really looking for Flare, but they are looking for that victory. Deadeye is available yet again for Tuka. This McCree looking nigh unstoppable, honestly, on these first 2 parts of Watchpoint Gibraltar. And now it's gonna be time to just get the spot on Cleo, getting the right click. Blizzard is available. Icicle's getting tossed on over, but it seems like it is gonna be a proper Spring Day here and now. The Soundbarrier gonna be all nice, speed boost here. And that is going to be a beautiful stun from Ayanami. He's able to get one over Malgum, but it's advantage right now for first round fighter because Hidden is fragging out. He's going to get caught by the doofus. And now it's time for overtime. Team TP, they don't really need to go for the push into this one. There is still space on that payload. They have to round the corner on the offensive end. But still, Kenji and the Doofus both gonna go down. That's gonna be a little difficult right now for TP to get this retake. It's gonna be a 4v6 scenario. Make that 4v5 actually. Hidden moves over to that Sombra high ground right now for Spring Day. And he's gonna go for the beats. Giving it 2-4. Opportunity right now for TP. All about patience. Big virtues here from Team TP. And in the meantime, self-destruct up on top. Ayanami and Tuka both gonna get caught. Seems like a little bit of a shove there from Hachinwa. Surprising everyone with the Diva Bomb. Seems like the flare working out here for Team First Battles Fighter. They get the frost onto Spring Day, and it seems like it might be another point here to contest, because that is the Doofus getting taken down. Not much GPS right here, right now. Kenji, Z-Mech as well. Ayanami trying to get the brawl on one last time. And Team TP still gonna go for the fight. They bring the McCree over, they bring the hamster ball, and they are gonna potentially bring that Brigitte as well. No, Doris gonna be backing on that, doesn't want to die whatsoever. It's gonna be such a good tool to mitigate any kind of chip damage. The Doofus or the Lucio are gonna be taking on this retreat. For Team TP, that's a big drain already in terms of that defense. They should be proud of how long they held the first Fabulous Fighter in the first place. Like we said before, these two teams pretty evenly matched, but here on this map, Team TP understanding the nuances of Gibraltar a lot better. Really goes to show how different Gibraltar can be played from players who know it and players who don't. And it seems like first Fabulous Fighter is not really knowing it as well as the opposition, but hey, even though the Blizzard gets eaten, first Fabulous Fighter, another brawl on the inside, Coalescence there from 2, and Nolyo 2 bringing in another brain play. So check that one out again, as that Coalescence making such a big difference in the Shatter as well, putting the stun onto all the remaining members of Team TP. And we go back into the fight. First Fabulous Fighter taking that high ground. In the meantime, Far Strike can be there. 2 frags on the board already. The offense using the momentum on the second point. And self-destruct there from Kenji, not gonna get much. Opportunity though on Reinhardt, could top up right here, right now from the Moira. It really goes to show what the snowballing nature of the offense on Gibraltar happens from time to time. But hey, still gonna be a chance right now for Team TP. They still have a few members on the board. Kenji right now staying alive, but it's time for the bomb on Hachimon's end. Sandbarrier though from Spring Day. Opportunity for Team TP. They decide, hey, we're gonna commit on the defensive end. We're gonna commit with the shield play, but they will get met by the beam of the Coalescence. Yet again, another quick one here from First Fabulous Fighter. They get it every 2 fights. And this Moira making such a big difference, allowing the beam to cross on over for the healing, for the damage, and for the points to be taken by First Fabulous Fighter. So again, just the snowballing nature of that second point. As soon as you get beaten on back, it's so easy for the offensive end to put the chokehold onto the left doorway, onto the right doorway, and really make it such a big struggle to come on back inside. But now Team TP, even though they lost a lot of time here, they will have spawn advantage, so they can go for the fights at their choosing. They are giving a lot of ground though, really respecting the opposition and their formation. And it is going to be time for the brawl between Magium and Ayanami. So Ayanami gonna strike first. He's unable to get the Shatter on. Dora's gonna get taken down. Tuka right now with the Deadeye. And First Fabulous Fighter just overrunning the opposition into this one. Pretty handily done already by the offense. Cleo on that Tracer. And it's looking like this might be a second round coming our way. That's going to be another good push here for First Fabulous Fighter. They're looking to make it on over to the other side. Onto the right, Malcolm waiting at the wings, waiting for an opportunity. Hey, it's time to get back into this one. Miko right now, popping that sound barrier. Here comes Shatter, pulse bomb in behind. I-Field set on up to keep the sustain on. And latches everything for Team TP to try and get things up, but Hitting gonna be able to get 2 from the side. Another Coalescence here from Nolyo 2. And this Moira making such a big difference overall, but self-destruct here and now. Here comes the Batiste of Spring Day. The armor though being given all around, and the Shatter from Ayanami not get much yet again, but that is a big frag on the Malcolm. Seems like the payload not gonna be his friend whatsoever, because that is just gonna be his spine broken down by Chobasong. Onto the side we go. One last chance here for First Fabulous Fighter. If they want to win out this match already, they need to get this cap. And it seems like they are going to whip out the Widowmaker, hidden all the way to the other side, staying on the left. Look for a few frags, looking for a few pokes. And Team FFF staying on the high ground, but someone needs to touch. That someone is going to be Malcolm. He's getting in position right here, right now by the payload. F-Matrix though set on up by Spring Day. And it's time for overtime. It's time to see how TP is going to be defending this, as they get 2 frags already. Hint though does get 1 back. But the Widowmaker not really getting much picks into this one. Going for the I-Field instead. Overall though, the front line already beaten on down. And Team TP stays alive to live the fight for another map. Play of the game goes over to 2. This time though, absolutely well deserved by the Moira. Big Shatter there. But it really goes to show the beams being allotted to the Moira in the first place very quickly gotten. Like we said, every 2 fights they're able to have one online, and the Coalescence such a big game changer in a match like this. So there you go guys, another one bites the dust, and Watchpoint Gibraltar taken here by Team TP. We are going to go into 2 CP, and we are going to see what First Fabulous Fighter is going to be picking into this one. Seems like Hanamura actually gonna be our map number 4. We haven't seen Hanamura as of yet in our playoffs broadcast, which is a very, very interesting predicament. We have seen HLC and we have seen Volskaya, but Hanamura has been the one ignored overall. Still though, it looked pretty close. First Fabulous Fighter really struggling on that first point, and that was all the difference that Team TP needed. Really goes to show on Gibraltar. The second point doesn't matter too much, honestly, because it is so easy to be on the offensive once you get the momentum in your favor. It really is that first point. If you are getting such big struggles on that first point, it makes such a big difference. And in the meantime, we are gonna get some swats. Again, it's Enjoy a Game back into the fold for Tsuka. But here you go, guys. This is our maps confirmed right here, right now. Gibraltar there, taken by TP. As we move on into Hanamura, this is going to be map number 4 out of 5. And who's on the attack first? It is going to be Team TP. Staying on that side, they feel comfortable and they feel the rhythm to try and get another map back. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go into another one. Map number 4 out of 5 in our Open Division broadcast, and First Fabulous Fighter yet again still one map away from victory. Team TP in the meantime looking to go for the reverse sweep, and as history has told us, this might go to a map number 5. Really close matchup between these two teams, but only one can move on to the top 4. And really, that's all that matters. That's the one that makes a lot of sense, and just really the goal for all the teams in the Open Division. Anyway though, First Fabulous Fighter, looks like they are gonna really fight all the way on the uptake, all the way on the second floor. Sneaky peeky is how you do things. And in the meantime, on the other side of the bracket, it's Fortuna actually having the advantage against Team Saro. Will they make it to the playoffs? That would be very, very interesting. Will they make it to the trials, rather? I'd love to see a Japanese squad on the board. But hey, enjoy a game right now, playing that Junkrats. It's all about the grenades being tossed on over Team TP. Trying to get the artillery strikes on. And in the meantime, here comes Ayanami, going for that fire strike. All the way though to the other side, straight to the point they go! And the Reinhardt doesn't care about the rest of the team. I'm gonna go for the capture. I am gonna be a one-man army here and now. And I feel like this is not a smart play here for Team TP, because that's gonna be a quick contest. The Reinhardt gonna be all alone right now, getting bullied by the Brigitte. Going for the pin, it's just not gonna happen. First Fabulous Fighter winning out that fight pretty handily. Interesting picks actually for Team TP. They are playing the Pharah and the Junkrat, double projectile, double explosives, and really it's gonna be bombardiers to your stations as Team TP will try to just spam from the skies as well as from the ground. In response though, we have the Mei and the McCree. Honestly, not a bad composition here for FFF. They have a good counter against the Pharah with the creep, and they can use Cleo's Ice Walls to really just allow them to stay away from the Junkrat spam. Anyway though, the Blizzard gonna come online. First Fabulous Fighters just again winning out at the gate. Pretty handy defense right now for First Fabulous Fighter. And really the composition more meta here for FFF. Really strong defense right now onto the gateways, but now we are going to see a swap. Enjoy game back into the fold, and he is moving on over to the Widowmaker instead. Looking for a snipe, looking for a pickoff, trying to find an opportunity here for his team. But Team TP already elapsing, 1 minute 40 on the clock. Pretty slow offense here for Doris and co. But hey, it's time for the Nano Barrage. Prompt Barrage from above, hitting to be able to get one on to Enjoy Me. And in the meantime, that's the self-struck there, as well as the Sleep Darts. First Fabulous Fighter looking to win things out after the frag onto the Widowmaker. Still though, the Pharah alive onto the side, but their win condition has already elapsed and gotten no value. Difficult here for Team CP, but they are going to try to make the best out of it with the Pharah looking for that flank. In the meantime, Miko right now with the rally going for a few hammer swings, and that's going to be a beautiful cancel there. Look at that, the Ana getting the sleep darts during the cast animation. And Sue making such a big difference yet again with his Ana. Every single time an ultimate's getting channeled, well, that's what the Ana is all about. Huge find there from our blue supports. And First Fabulous Fighter in complete control of this map. Will they be able to secure this one with a full hold? That might be the situation here. But Ayanami right now running on back yet again. This time the Wrecking Ball making a lot more sense of what he's doing to the points. But he will get caught and he will get taken down by 2. absolute MVP plays right now from the Ana, making such a big difference. But that is going to be a big KO. The spam finally connecting. And that is just going to be Nolyog taken down all the way. Barrage is available yet again. No Sleep Dart this time. It's time to make it rain. Cleo unable to get the Ice Block in time. Who cares about damage because of that Nano Boost and the pocket play. And hit in the meantime on the inside, but way too close for comfort. The McCree gets the punish. Doris whips out the pistol and really looking for some revenge. But Doris playing this a lot smarter than the Pharah. Gonna get flashbanged on up, and oh, that is the Valkyrie pistol making things happen. Getting the kill onto the McCree. 2 ticks taken here for Team TP, and all they needed was to get the KO onto the Ana to do so.
Objective A captured. New defense point.
You can really make a case right now for First Fabulous Fighter and their supports. He has just been such a big difference maker, and right now the Nano Boost is available here for First Fabulous Fighter, looking to make it through, looking to try and defend on this second part of the map. One advantage always in favor of the defensive end onto CP, and honestly this first fight already just going out in the whimper. Usually you want to snowball from your first fight for your first point capture to try and get the second point very quickly, but it just doesn't happen. And First Fabulous Fighter already in position, already getting the picks that they need, and the defense gonna hold. Overall, a solid affair here for First Fabulous Fighter. They have 4 ultimates ready to go, looking for a 5th on that rally. And in the meantime, Team TP feeling a little awkward with composition right now. They are still sticking with the Pharah. Never mind, as I say that, the swap on over to the mate as well as the Brigitte. So more and more of the meta, more and more of playing close. And we'll see what TP is going to be up to. They have the self-destruct available, and underneath, Kenji is skulking. Seems like the Diva uncaught whatsoever. No one seeing where that one's coming from. And in the meantime, here comes the bomb, going to the high ground, potentially a speed boost. Ice Wall gonna be there as well, and Cleo right now with the Blizzard to boots. All about walls right here, right now. First Fabulous Fighter using that Nano Boost as well. Quick reaction actually from the Ana, making sure that he can give the boost before he dies. The First Fabulous Fighter winning that one out yet again. Team TP, really smart idea honestly with that self-destruct. Forcing the movement, forcing the opposition to go on away, and pushing on at the same time. But unfortunately, they just had to deal with an added boost, they had to deal with the Blizzard, and First Fabulous Fighter having the tools of the trade that they needed to win out that fight. So this time Team TP looking to burn a few more ultimates. They are going to lose in a straight line approach. Onto the point they go. This might be a long flash, but Ayanami gonna be putting that shield up. Only enjoy game, gonna get stunned there. Nano Boost right now onto the McCree, and it's gonna be one getting taken down. Seems like for First Fabulous Fighter, they didn't want to use any ultimates as of yet, but now they are gonna get forced out of it. Kenji gonna get taken down, hidden on that high ground. First take now being taken here by Team TP. Not a bad trade whatsoever. They went for the Nano Boost as well as the McCree play, and forced out a lot of ultimates for First Fabulous Fighter after the kill on to their Reinhardt. Malcolm now moves on over to the ball, gonna be swapping on back to the Ryan. And honestly, such a big play there from Team TP. Really smart. They felt very confident with the Nano McCree to get a pick off, and if First Fabulous Fighter did not react to that, did not respect their positioning well, that would have been the point taken there. So now, cards have flipped on back, values turned on over, and Team TP having 4 ultimates to the none that First Fabulous Fighter has. It really depends on how quick Hidden and 2 can get things done with the Nano Boost and the data respectively. Cleo gonna be a big component as well if you get that Blizzard online. But on to the point we go. Team TP saying we got success before, we're gonna do so again. Hidden though with the tag onto one. High ground still taking hit by First Fabulous Fighter. 2 gonna go drop one down and give the Nano Boost onto that Reinhardt. Here goes the Blizzard already. 51% here for Team TP, but it seems like it's gonna be all she wrote here. And now boot 2 Reinhardt's gonna go on a trip on their favorite rocket ship, and they are gonna zoom through the gardens of Hanamura as overtime gonna take on away. Team TP gonna get beaten on back, and if only Team TP had more time in the bank, that could have been a good idea, but it just didn't pan out. They finish up the map with only halfway progress on that second point.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Swapping some sides, and here we go. First Fabulous Fighter gonna be on the attack. TP
Initiating match.
playing that defense. And hey, they are gonna need to defend for their lives if they want to get things done in the first place. They are looking for the tie. They're looking to try and eke it out and force a map number 5. But it really feels very difficult right now for Team TP. First Fighters Fighters having such a good first point defense, really relying on the Ana. And Olyug too. He's not just 20 IQ, you gotta say, this guy is just all the way up in the brain count, all the way in the genius levels, intellect from that Ana. But hey, it's gonna be a little different right here, right now. Ryan on Risa for First Fighters Fighter. And will this actually be a Lucio as well as a Mercy together? Really awkward competition to run around, and it seems like First Fighters Fighter trying to decide what they are gonna go on a little different instead. Aggressive dive potentially in the cards right here, right now. In the meantime, here for TP, it's back onto the Mei, it's back onto the Far Mercy, and they have an Ana to boot. Spring Day gonna be looking to make a big splash with those anti-heal nades, staying on the left side high ground. In the meantime, apparently it's gonna be Team FFF going for the Symmetra and looking to teleport to the point. So TP already backing on out, respecting what FFF's gonna do, but the nade for Spring Day gonna get pretty much everyone. It adds a huge one there from Diana. One frag, make that two. On the point we go, and we'll see the desecration of the corpses, basically, of First Fighters Fighter. Guys, that has huge nade from Spring Day. Seeing the teleporter come, making things happen. And well, Team TP winning out that first fight.
Take your medicine.
Good catch there from Team TP. They're just able to find the opportunity. Teleporter onto the right hand high ground. Well, you have your Ana in position, and Spring Day already 75% and counting on that nano boost. Things are good here for TP. First minute on in, the cheesy antics of First Fighters Fighter doesn't work out in their favor. Ice will gonna get set on up here because of the transition already. And it's time for Ayanami to go for the Fire Strike. Shatter is available, Nano Boost is online. It's time for a few hammer swings along the way. Barrage though gonna be available. 2 frags on the board here for Team TP. And they can just let it rain here and now. Not gonna do so. Want to secure it for the next fight. Hitting onto the Hanzo. We haven't seen too much of the Hanzo actually in this day and age, thanks to a few... it just hasn't really caught on in terms of that popularity for some reason. But hey, we have seen it run to a good degree, especially with the double sniper. Will we see the same here and now? Would it hurt to actually go for the Hanzo and the Widowmaker here on Hanamura? But right here, right now, it's all about damage hit again. Rock Barrage though. And oh no, TP gonna lose their Pharah, blown up to bits. Just in your face approach there from Hachiwa. Here comes Doris though, going for the resurrection, and Valkyrie is available. Nano Boost right now though, going over to Malcolm. We'll see if the Reinhardt can get the brawl on, waiting for the mate to come on at the Ice Wall though to separate on, and here comes the Blizzard. Miko already responding with a Sand Barrier, but can First Fighters Fighter actually survive? That's gonna be the real question here. Seems like it's not the case, because Team TP is getting frags on the board yet again. 3 kills already, make that 4. Team TP, another solid defense. But yeah, as we said before, just the domineering effects here now for Team TP. And Cleo in the meantime, this Mei looking to get in position. You can really see though, just the ammo count, making it a little more difficult to get the freeze on. Not as much spam as before, and of course the Ice Wall nerfs have really hurt the Mei in terms of the punish. But hey, it's still a wall behind you. It's still the same old Mei, and it's still the same old demon. The Eskim are gonna be able to get out one self-destruct right now, shattering that barrier. But Team TP trying to play the zone. They're going for the Ana first. And that's a good shot there from Chobasong. Gonna get that KO there. In the meantime, Hachiwa using the boosters to try and get up on top. It's just not gonna be enough to try and get that kill. Slow and steady wins the race, and Team TP not really fully committing onto the point as of yet. First stick now taken. Looking for a second one for the side of the offense. But First Fighters Fighter getting that pin onto Kenji instead. Still for Team TP. The Fire flying around. Dragon Strike right now onto the right hand side. But seems like Chobasong has been able to find his footing on this map. The Farah getting pickoffs left, right, and center. Hidden though. Moves on forward. And then Nano Boost actually onto Hachinwa. This is really gonna be all about trying to get in the face of the opposition. And Spring Day brought back basically just to die. Fire Grenade though gonna get tossed on over. The Wrecking Ball and the Diva going to that point. And here comes the Rock Barrage, but that DM just such an imposition to deal with. First Fighters Fighters right now. 10 seconds left on the time bank. They get that first point. And Team TP really gonna be on the ropes into this one. No way for a draw, no way for a second round. It's either FFF wins or loses. And this first fight might make all the difference in the world. 3 minutes on the clock, hidden already, going over to the left window. And it seems like the issue there is really just the distance of that first point from the spawn to CP and its nature. Really good show from Chobasong. The Pharah flying around as much as possible, getting pickoffs from the side, but it just wasn't enough to stay onto the point, and the pin there from Malgim making such a big difference in the damage department. Spring Day right now, needing a top of self-destruct onto the points. Gonna get one! Doris flying up in the air! And that's 2 frags on the board here and now for Hachinwa. First Battles Fighter out for blood. They know that this is going to be their potential for victory. But the Joy Game going to get nano boosted up. The Tracer looking for a little more damage. On the spawn we go. Gets a top up all the way inside that healing zone. And in the meantime, First Battles Fighter right now trying to stay on the other side with this Ana. They're playing the Sombra right now onto Hidden's end. And onto the point they go. 2 frags already. TP needs to wait things out. Needs to have that self-destruct available to stall for time. Never mind though. It's a Joy Game getting the frag on board. And TP feeling confident that they can take the victory without that big bomb. Because Ayanami back into the fold. Cleo though fragging on out, and Team TP might regret it. Never mind though, and Joy Game will take care of his counterparts, and really good intellect here for Team TP. The action really not stopping whatsoever, because here comes Malgim yet again. But overall, Team TP having their footing on the point already. Unless they get the frag onto the Reinhardt or the D.Va, First Fabulous Fighter will really have a tough time on this offense. And it seems like they're just throwing bodies to the floor, and it just isn't working. John Rambo ain't gonna be happy about that one. But onto the side we go again. Kenshi just booping out Hachinwa, making sure that they will get that D.Va to force out that reset. And now, a minute 15 on the clock. Looking pretty difficult into this one here for First Fabulous Fighter. They should have one last clash to try and set things up. And Hidden right now is so close to the EMP. Now, the real question here is, will Hidden expose himself to get that EMP? Seems like that's gonna be the case. Doris gonna be the target, gets hacked up. Sees the D.Va right now, and it's time for the glow. First Battles Fighter gonna be relying to try and get things done with that EMP. But in the meantime, TP looking for a frag, and this is very ballsy here from Chobasong. Will get punished. Now 6v5 advantage for First Battles Fighter. Onto the high ground stays Ayanami. EMP only gonna get Spring Day, but hey, here comes the bomb from the side. Kenji trying to go for a frag. Beautiful bubble there from Malgim's end. And the first tick taken already. Seems like the Doofus gamble isn't gonna work out here for Team TP. And the bomb in the middle, but Nara's gonna be able to survive with the stout shield instead. Onto the point, the action goes on yet again. It really is gonna unfold here with the sand barrier. For First Battles Fighter, they need to sustain. And Ayanami gonna get the pin onto the D.Va, but the fire grenade, its effects gonna get whittled on down. The Reinhardt trying to survive against the onslaught from both Cleo as well as Hidden. But look at those hammer swings right here right now. The Winston's come so back as well. Malgim right now getting closer and closer to the Primal Rage. And it's time for overtime. Do or die time here and now for Team TP. And they get the kill on the Hidden, preventing that EMP. And a huge one here from Chobasong. He gets to the Doofus playing the bailout play, taking care of the 2 DPS. And the Joy Game right now coming on back yet again. This is turned into the Chobasong show. This time he's able to execute. This time he's able to get the frags for his team. An absolute star in the making here for Team TP. And they are gonna live to fight another day and force out a map number 5.
Victory.
From 0 to hero, Chobasong getting some huge kills at the end. Play of the game goes over to the Kree, and Hidden on that high ground, making things happen. We are back to a 2-2 score, ladies and gentlemen, and Team TP with that victory. Felt like a sloppy affair though for First Battles Fighter on that offensive. It really was just them tossing bodies to the floor for the first few moments of their second point onslaught, and well, it hurt them a lot in the end. TP with the victory, 2-1. And Hanamura taken by the Korean squad. Well, absolute chills, honestly. Chobasong, some huge frags all the way. And it looked really dicey there for TP. They lost to Doomfist, they nano boosted him to try and look for a pickoff onto his support, just to make it a lot easier for next fight. But then, unfortunately for First Battles Fighter, they didn't really get a good EMP. They only got the Ana, which in that case isn't really the best target to begin with. And then into the fight itself, there's Sombra and Tracer just not doing enough damage. The Winston not getting the Primal Rage in time, just those components. TP coming on back, they give out that first tick. And for many teams, they would panic. As soon as they lose that first take, they will just jump onto that points and really be desperate to try and get things done, try to get the defense to hold. But TP did not relent. They were already in the corner. If they lost that last 18%, they would have lost out on their slots. And this is pretty much it already, guys. One more map to decide who is going to be moving into trials, and that map is going to be Oasis. So Oasis for map number 5, and we have seen a lot of big clashes unfold onto this desert map. Let's look at those maps one last time. And there you go. Lijiang Tower and Kings Row taken by First Battles Fighter. Watchpoint Gibraltar and Hanamura taken by TP. It all comes to this, and we are gonna get Soka back into the fold. So we are gonna see potentially a strong hit scan here for Team TP compared to the flexibility, the projectile nature of what Enjoy was playing in the first place. But hey, let's get it on. Let's get it done. It's the last one for this match. It might be even the last one for the day. Map number 5 out of 5. We have gone all the way, ladies and gents. And this is lower bracket round number 4. First Battles Fighter on the blue hand side, TP on the red. Whoever takes 2 maps out of 3 here, gonna be the victors of this series. Ladies and gentlemen, we are again on a 2-2 scoreline for these two teams. But as history has told us, First Battles Fighter is able to get out from the upper bracket one. They won at 3-2. And we've also seen whoever takes the control map on the first map is usually the one who takes the control map on the 5th map. So the odds are in favor of First Battles Fighter. We'll see though, if they can execute, if they can do things about this. As on the other side as well, Fortuna versus Zero, also 2-2. Both of these round for lower bracket matches are the biggest for the teams in question. Only 2 out of 4 teams right now playing are going to be moving on to the trials. And hey, it's time to see who's going to be taking those last 2 slots. Oasis is our battlefield, and University is our first battleground. As now Tuka going to be really pushing on forward. The McCree, unrelenting whatsoever, looking for a few frags there and then. But Miko with the first kill, actually taking care of the Doomfist. First Battles Fighters playing on the inside, playing on the out, playing that Brigitte. But in the meantime, Dora's gonna be able to get rid of the counterpart. TP moving on over to the point. I feel set on up to keep Ayanami alive. But hey, that's a Demic already in favor of First Battles Fighters. Never mind, those seems like kills going swinging for TP. And the first frags and the first capture goes their way. Even with the first kill for First Battles Fighter, it seems like just the ice wall is not really helping them out as well. TP is playing super confident and super aggressive, even with the McCree. And First Battles Fighter is unable to get a punish on since they don't have that Lucio. Really goes to show, just a lot of game sense right now for Team TP. They realize that there's no one to go for the chase down, no one to go for the takedown. And in this instance, well, TP is moving around the map. Combat roll though to move on forward yet again. This time Kenji gonna get caught way too overextending there. But a beautiful punch from Chobusao, gonna get that KO. Canceling yet again another ultimate. Tsuka though with a dead eye onto 1, and the I feel gonna be saving the day here for Team TP. 40% and counting right here, right now. Team TP still playing the aggressor. Shatter right now. Gonna be able to just focus fire onto Malcolm. That Blue Reinhardt gonna go down, trying to swing on away. Dora's gonna get that kill. Tuka just able to get another kill with the McCree. Really, it looks like for Team TP, they have a hit scan specialist on Tuka, and he is just so on fire with the Cowboy. Anyway, the Biotic Orb gonna get tossed on over Doris. In the meantime, staying on the right-hand side. Shields are about here for Team TP between the support line and the tanks. And in behind, Kenji now trying to get on away. Shatter though will connect. I feel saving the day yet again. That's a big one there from Spring Day. And honestly, the support lines from both sides making such big differences. Speaking of the support though, here comes Stu yet again. Coalesces in his hand. He's gonna try to let it rip. And it's time to go for the big beam yet again. Clear now, gonna get one. Matrix is set on up, but the Blizzard making such a big difference in the front line. And since Team TP likes to play the aggressor, they are gonna get caught in the crossfire. Frags about for Team FFF, and they will get the point on back. But that's 89% already here for Team TP. Thank you guys for the compliments, but you know, this match is just making me feel a lot of different things because it has gone down to the wire and it has gone down to this. This is what the OD playoffs is all about, the best of the T3 scene, and it's time for Hidden right now. The prime that Deadeye sees some targets, but the eye field will not allow him to get any kills whatsoever. Tuka instead with the hot their hand, gonna be able to get that takedown there, and a self-destruct forcing the ice block on now. Clear right now, no way to defend himself. Self-destruct into the middle, and oh no, Doran's gonna get caught in the crossbar. What happened there to the Brigitte? Actually not paying attention, gets blown on up instead by the Diva, and well, that is gonna be a 5v5 scenario. Good ice wall though, as we do see Chopasong swap over to the Mei, a pretty rare occurrence honestly, and we'll see if TP can actually make things happen. Shatter right now connecting onto two. Ayanami moves over to the left hand side. Here comes the push right here right now. It's time for the counter Shatter though from Malcolm. He gets a stun onto the tank line, but again another eye field here from Spring Day saving the day. Coalesces though from to a big turnabout play. Beautiful stuns though from the Brigitte as well. Takes care of the Mei and the Diva for a little bit, and now that gives an opportunity for Tuka to get that baby Diva goodbye to Hachunwa, and here comes the rally in response. Miko gonna go on down first. Bounce Fighter desperate on their attack. They're trying to get the point on back. The Blizzard, another game changer, and Cleo hiding on the side. If someone can notice that the Mei is quite low, that is going to be a big opportunity here for Team TP to get the point on back. Ice Walls right now making a cascade, but the rally is online here for Doris. An advantage right now for Team TP as the Blizzard gets tossed on over. No! That's going to be a chop from Hachima. DM completely on point, but hey, a little bit of revenge there. Gets the Frost on over. We'll get the D-Mech along the way, and now Hidden onto that Doofus, trying to really show TP how it's done, but it's just not going to happen because Team TP has played the Mei to perfection after the swap, and they will win it out 137, one map away from taking this series.
Ready for battle.
A garden is a great place to find some calm and relax yourselves, but as we check out that quick little replay there from First Fighters and showing how they're punishing Team TP, well, Team TP basically just did the same later on, and now they are one map away from victory. They can feel it. They can feel that this is gonna be their revenge after First Fighters defeated them on the upper brackets. Can FFF get things done and clutch things out? Gardens now gonna be growing a battlefield, and onto the high ground we go immediately. The Reinhardt's brawling, the Divas swooping on the way like jet planes, and in the meantime, that's the first fraggle right here for Team TP. They get the catch on, and they take care of Malgam. Ayanami getting on the board as well, cleared over the kill on the counterpart, but it's Doris on the Lucia right now. And interesting to see, it's Team TP playing this Lucia right here right now with the Batiste yet again. Usually it's Doris on the Brigitte, but hey, it seems like they are gonna need some speed, and they are gonna be looking for some kills into the front line. Interesting change here for Team TP, playing a different kind of tempo, a different kind of rhythm, but never hurts to have that speed boost, and it's just so good to see the advance here for Team TP. Really goes to show that these two teams have learned a lot from each other. But again, only one can win on now. It's in the open division, and move on over to Trials. Anyway though, Deadeye is available. First Fighters moves on over to the left-hand side, looking for the transition, looking to make it through. But in the meantime, on the high grounds, Ayanami right now going for a few hammer swings. Quick speed boost right now from Miko. iFood gonna be set on up. Hidden, priming that Deadeye, but it's not gonna happen too much. Half-Agent right here right now. Team TP gives up the point, but wins out the clash. So this is gonna be a very quick retake here for the Red Korean squad. Again, Team TP in complete control, and they will get the team kill.
You best head for the hills.
Let's just watch that one again. Look how quick the reaction there from Ayanami. Gets the shield just in time against Malcolm, and the eye field as well as the Amphatrix making another big difference. Spring Day MVP here for Team TP in terms of that Sporting 2 on the other side, but Miko and Doris have been really solid as well. Both teams having some really good components, and I would love to see them into the future of Overwatch. But again, those Blizzards just get chomped up. Oh, the Blizzard! No, never mind. Self-destruct rather gonna get one. Ayanami gonna go down. Counter self-destruct lands up on top, and Team TP is gonna be on a pretty bad slate. Spring Day though takes care of Cleo. Kenji with a kill on the hidden on the high ground, and even with the advantage, First Fighter losing out on members. Amphatrix though might be able to make a difference. Turn to Batiste as well as everyone else as DPS, but never mind. Spring Day gonna get his kill on back. Tuka with the melee kill. What happened there? How did that happen? Apparently Tuka gets the last nice melee onto the Reinhardt after the boop onto from Doris. And Team TP is only 10% away from victory. Can they actually get it through? Can they actually get the revenge? Can they actually make it to the trials? We will find out. First Palace Fighter, one last chance to touch. Hidden might be the one to do so. No, it's Cleo down below. Overtime is taking on away, and it's a ticking time bomb right now for First Palace Fighter. TP going to that high ground. Here we go right now with the punch. It's time for Tuka to go for that dead eye. Knows everyone's moving on over to the right hand side. Goes for the shot, but doesn't get it thanks to the barrier. And the shatter right now from Malcolm looking to make a difference. But Ayanami gonna get that kill. Team TP takes care of the main tank. An advantage in their favor already. Cleo though with the D-Mech. He's gonna have the pulse bomb available. Recalls already to go for the HP back, and Spring Day will take care of him before he dies. That is the perfect pick there from the Matisse. Knew he was dead, he was doomed, and that is victory here for Team TP. They will take the series, they will move to trials, and they have gotten their revenge against First Palace Fighter. Absolutely heartbreaking there from FFF, but well deserved from TP after such a long and hard road in the lower bracket. Victory for Team TP, and that is all she's wrote, ladies and gentlemen. We have gone all the way, and you can see that these two teams are just so shocked about what just happened. And GG's are called GG, well played. Grats TP. That's to TP to moving on to trials. What an amazing time. What an amazing match, and I'm just so happy we were able to actually show that one off. The reverse sweep actually happens, and Team TP is able to do it. What a way to end things. What a way for a victory. And this one was very decisive from Team TP. It looked a little shaky on Gibraltar. It looked very shaky on Hanamura. But when the going gets tough, Team TP got even tougher. And huge plays from the support lines on both ends, especially from Spring Day, as well as to some really good fights from the main tanks as well. But I gotta give my creds to Chobosong. They lived by the Doomfist and they died by the Doomfist. This time though, they lived by it. It looked so perilous, and it looked like the match would have been over after the pickoff there in Hanamura on that Nano Doomfist. But he came back. He relied on his team to stall, and they did. He came back, immediately took care of the 2 DPS. And that was when the series momentum really shifted. That was when the series tilted in favor of Team TP. And here you go, guys, our final results for this match. Absolutely wonderful stuff from our two teams. First Palace Fighter with victories on Lijiang Tower in King's Row, very decisive, but TP showing their knowledge, showing their expertise, taking care of Watchpoint Gibraltar by a really solid first point attack and defense. That was really the component there. It wasn't about the second point, it wasn't really about the third. It was the first point making all the difference in the world. And then Hanamura. Both sides really shaky. Both sides really making some big mistakes, honestly, I'd say. Like throwing a lot of time away, not respecting abilities and the like. But hey, if it is gonna be a mess, the only way to bring it back up is gonna be hero plays, and that was what Chobosong did. TP took it after Doomfist getting frags in the end. And then Oasis. It seems like First Palace Fighters just ran out of steam. TP feeling so confident after such a clutch moment, and they take it 2-0. They get the revenge against First Palace Fighter. Again, for FFF, this is another 2-3 defeat for them, and unfortunately this one gonna cost them their run. It really goes to show though that the FFF is such a good contender and such a strong opponent in this brackets. But well played there for Team TP. They are gonna be our trial slots entry. Not too sure if they're gonna be third or fourth. I think they're tied right now, but they will have a match like then against Fortuna. There you go, guys. Fortuna versus TP are gonna be our last few our last two trial slots, and absolutely amazing stuff. Hi, congratulations. Big clutch moment. Well, I'm just giving some congrats there to Team CP. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna quickly go through a few contacts, guys, and see if we can get a few more matches going. We are gonna still get many more broadcasts, but as I said before, this is our only confirmed match thanks to permissions and the like. And we'll see if Fortuna and CP are gonna be G to go again and be on broadcast because they have won some really close 3-2s, and they deserve the break. They deserve the trial slot. And right now, everything else is just for placing. But that is basically our top four for OD Pacific, and you know who's moving in. We are gonna get a Japanese team in our top four. Congratulations to Fortuna. They are almost a completely Japanese team. They have 2 Korean members and Korean coach, which is amazing. Alongside them is the full Korean squads of Game Coach Academy and Urban Stars Blue, as well as Team TP. So yes, guys, we'll take a little break. I'll coordinate with some of the teams if we get a broadcast going. And we'll be right back for announcements. Stay tuned for OD Pacific. It was an amazing time. And that was a great match.